I figured that, well, the two people I looked at that I might have made a list for, I said,
Yeah.
nah, not really.
All right. So there'll be no list for tonight. It would just be a name and a random artist, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there. All right, there. So what's up? This is kind of like a special thing we're doing here. It's episode 49 of our music memories here, and right soon afterwards we're gonna go into a real Spuck TV with Minnesota Vikings fan, and like we did the past couple times, I kept the stream going from one show into another. I did that with the YR program, and actually, once, not once, but twice here. So I'm planning on doing the same here, as you can see here.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course I made a few edits here. I'm trying to get a hold of YR on the program here as well. Yeah, but sadly I am unable to reach him for some reason why. So I'm going to be making some adjustments here in the details here. So what do we got for which artists do we have for tonight's program here?
Well, basically, we just run through the 70s and 80s again.
All right.
And I got a long list. Well, I got a long list. We won't get all the way through it, but we'll try.
Oh, Tony R. I see. Hold up there. I'll get you. It's actually the YRS. Oh God, he mixing the name Tony with his name there, as in reference to Tony from Rivera, who is one of the co-hosts of the YR show there. I'll get him on the call there. Okay, there he is. Let's get
Who
him
we
on.
got?
I'm getting him right now. It's YR. YR likes to often use different names for his Skype account here and there.
Oh, we're ready to ride.
Yes, we are. YR, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't recognize you at all because I thought it was a different Tony from Revere
I
account
know
because of the name Tony.
Me and Tony are one person now. Tony or Tony Wire, and
I
you
see
know,
there.
you saw me with the wig and stuff.
Yeah, I saw it there. I saw a couple of videos there as well.
So I can do parodies of about like 5 or 6 different characters in this community with that one wig
All
and a
right.
couple. Yes.
And we got a scam. And we got some scam ass phone call calling in now. I've been getting that a lot as of late. Well, I've been getting it twice as much in the months before there. Well, it's
Well,
like
listen, there's something that went on personally,
mhm.
and I'm not going to bring it up on air.
Yeah.
You know, no copycats and stuff like that. But
Okay there.
I'll discuss it off air with you and other people that have it. So.
Okay there, definitely. Okay, gotcha, dude. All right, so now,
I saw you at Greens Point, or the video.
yeah, I
Listen,
saw you.
by that mall. Well, that mall used to be big back, in the '90s and back in the day. But
Yeah,
I remember in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, that mall was just a dead type of mall, like. And it's usually called Guns Point because there's a lot of
violence,
it's in
gunplay going on there.
yeah, it's a bad part of town, a really bad part of town, and especially during like any mall during the week is pretty much it's not really busy. It's what they call like a dead mall.
Yes,
But weekends usually, but seeing from, geez, I mean, I thought they closed that place down.
that's what we
Bigger
thought.
malls,
That's what we
there's big,
thought at first.
there's like your bigger malls in Houston, your Gallerias, your Katie Mills, Memorial City Mall,
Oh,
uh, West Oaks,
the Woodlands Mall over
Woodlands
here where we
Mall,
live.
yeah,
Yes.
Woodlands Mall, which is probably my favorite mall there. You know what I'm saying? It's clean, it's newer. I mean, it's not new, but it's not like Guns Point over there. That place is horrible. They got a couple Foot Lockers and a chain shop. I mean,
Yeah, a couple of yeah jewelry places there,
jewelry shop,
grills and everything there.
pretty bad. But you could tell that the mall is super outdated. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's like holy cow. It's like where did all the people go? It's like
well, they have a lot of in the parking lot because they don't even have like J.C. Penney and Macy's and all that over there, right?
wow. They don't have much of anything no more. Not even the other clothing stores. I mean, the last time few I saw there were all closed down. Not even a
Well, they
video place there.
and they have the like rap concerts, like hip hop concerts. I think they have them in the parking lots and stuff a
Oh
lot.
wow, I see
I mean,
there.
not
I know there
because you
was
got
a carnival. I know earlier last year there was a carnival that used to often go on there a couple times there, but that was about it there.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the carnival, the Mexican carnival. Yeah, you're right. Like the cheaper, like the travel show. They have like the rides, but they're like cheaper. You know, the travel carnival show. They do have that there. The Mexican circus and stuff.
Ah, I
Like the,
see there.
had the
Yeah.
blue tent, it had the blue and yellow tent, right, Brown? Like the blue and yellow striped tents.
I see. Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since I saw been there, so I figured I'd go there for a while there. It's because it's been about how to see how it is, and I looked around and said, "Where do all these people go? Why are all these shops closed? It's like this is like a
Dr.
damn
Brown,
ghost
why
town."
did you buy anything while you were there or
Well,
no?
I was looking for a pair of Puma shoes there. Now, I guess it's called the Motorsport shoes up there. See if they had any. But unfortunately, they didn't really have what I was looking for. I may have to mail order them, I guess. But I just wanted to see because they don't have that kind here at the Woodlands. That's for sure. So I figure I check over there and see what they have there. So fuck it.
So
And
you
I
can even like Danny and like Greens Point Mall. That place is like the worst mall. It's ghetto. It's not in a good part of town. The whole nine.
yeah, that's true. But then
Brad, I'm
again.
surprised you went over there, bro. Like that place is dangerous. They
Well,
call it
but
Good
yeah,
Point.
but then again, I've been in dangerous areas before many times.
Yeah.
Remember the last throughout 2013, before I moved here to Texas,
Yeah.
me and a couple people lived in the downriver area of Detroit, which was also considered a dangerous area. And I was also before that, with my ex there in an area called Mexican Town, which has a lot of bullshit going on with that area. That's just as well. In fact, a couple of our across the street neighbors were members of of a group called, actually a gang called the Latin Counts.
What?
Yeah,
They're like
seriously.
the vampire game. The
Yeah,
count.
yeah,
I will suck the blood, the mother Russia. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
It was
Mother
it
Russia.
was a street gang. But you get the idea what I'm talking about there. So I've been in the dangerous areas before many times in the past. What I
Well,
did
there was
is
no. Do they have a food court, Dr. Brown, over there? Is the food court still? Or
nope.
they don't have food court.
Everything is the food
Wow.
cart. All it is just tables and chairs. And you could tell there was a business was getting bad up there because when the pizza guys at the pizza place say, "Hey, you want some pizza? Hey, come here and get some pizza." It's like holy shit, and everyone's
Was
walking
there even
by.
a
It's like
Dippin' Dots?
hardly anybody was there.
Was there Dippin' Dots?
Is there what? Is there different
Dippin'
what?
Dots?
Dippin'
Uh,
Dots?
yeah, they always have them in mall. If they mall ain't got a Dippin' Dots, they ain't know.
No, I don't think
They
I've heard
got
it. I don't think I've heard of Dippin' Dots. It's like a ice cream place, I guess.
yes.
There was no ice cream there. That's for sure. All it had was basically what, like you said, a couple of, clothing places, Foot Locker like places, and a couple of places where you get grills and jewelry and all that shit there. That was about it.
Mm.
Oh man.
We have the Arnolia. Do you have the Are you going into the prog rock list today? Or
No, it'll be at least probably a couple episodes because I still got some
uh,
regular 70s and 80s to get over.
Yeah.
did you just do those lists this week?
Probably not do them till either Monday or Thursday of next week.
No, I'm saying did you create the list like this week?
Oh, I thought about it on a couple of people, then changed my mind because they were like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Ah, yeah.
So we'll just discuss individual artists today or
Yeah.
individual
Mm.
things. But it should still be somewhat interesting, I would think.
Yeah, it would be. It's always interesting either way.
Yeah, the first one I've got is I almost created a list. And nah, I don't want to. Eddie Money.
Oh yeah, rest in peace to that guy. I remember he was like back in the when it was called Pine Knob. Now it's known as the DTE Energy Music Theater. The opening act would start off the whole season would always be Eddie Money. It's been a tradition that went on for ages, you know.
Yeah, you got to mention Two Tickets to Paradise
Two Tickets to Paradise, you know,
and Baby
Baby
Hold
Hold
On.
On, you know,
There were others, but
many others like No Control, I Think I'm in Love, all those songs there. And he also had a reality show not too long ago. I think it was called
Yeah.
The Money Deal. I think Real Money. Yeah, Real Money. That was the name. But I guess it aired on the Access TV channel there with his
wow.
kids, you know, his sons and this and that there. And interesting story, yo. He had actually became a police officer in his earlier years to avoid the draft. At one point, you know, there was a car accident, some sort of a accident there, and he was like directing traffic, trying to help along. Feels like almost back to his old job when you think about it there. So, and sadly he was taken from us. It was cancer, I guess it was.
I think so.
Wow, taken from us. And was he a heavy smoker just as well?
A lot of those guys were, but I can't say for definite, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because I guess in the time the smoking will catch up to you. You know, look what happened with Lemmy Kilmister and Eddie Van Halen. Those guys were heavy ass smokers there, no matter what. And eventually, that's what helped bring on the cancer there.
Yeah.
And to make matters worse, if you're a singer, the worst thing you would ever do is to smoke, because your voice is your instrument, no matter what. You got to take
Yeah.
care of that thing there. And I guess according to Ted Nugent, it'd be like being a male porn star, but yet you're jabbing your pins and needles into your dick there.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Nope, absolutely not. Yeah, you got to take care of your voice, no matter what, folks.
Yeah. Next artist I got, I think, a one-hit wonder. I don't know of any other song they ever did. A
Uh-huh.
group called Edison Lighthouse.
Oh my goodness, I know, and we know what
Love
song was
Goes.
"Where My Rosemary Goes."
Yeah, I don't think they did anything else that
I don't
hit.
know. That was That's probably one of the many common one-hit wonders next to "Brandy, You're a Fine Girl" by Looking Glass from that
Yeah.
era.
Yeah, massive song. Good song.
Massive song. It was a good song when you think about it. First time I heard it, it kind of like took me back to around the early 1970s when people were watching the Partridge Family. Everything was lovey-dovey and all that stuff there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
People were like forgetting about the Vietnam War. They were listening to more mellow stuff because they were sick and tired of the all the drama that was going on with the decade before there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one I got is Edward Bear,
I don't think,
which ironically his main hit was Last Song, and apparently it was his last song.
wow.
Yeah.
Edward Bear.
Yo, Dr. Brown.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I heard you earlier. You mentioned the whole Pine Knob situation thing with Pine
Yeah.
Knob. Can you dive more into that? Because you brought it up before, and
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
Yeah, Pine Knob the former Pine Knob. It's now since been recalled. For many years, it reopened as the DTE Energy Music Theater. It's an amphitheater, sound like similar to the Cynthia Woods Pavilion. And they would often every summer they would have the old Lollapalooza come in, or the Vans Warped Tour. Well, I think they often did the Vans Warped Tour in the parking lot of the Pontiac Silverdome. That's also deceased now. And
co-host Tony actually played on the Vans Warped Tour.
really,
Yeah,
well, which part of the band was he? A roadie or
I think
is he a backup keyboard?
he was on the second stage,
Oh
drums.
wow, oh wow, interesting. We have yet to hear him play any drums, by the way.
He's really he's best in the community.
Mm.
He has really good. He has like that pearl set, really
Yeah,
good.
Pearl drums kit there. Interesting. You know,
Pearl.
I wouldn't, I may even mention this I think I mentioned this on the episode of Monetize This. Um, what we should I mentioned about possibly me getting my guitar, JB getting his guitar because he plays that as well. Joe Crony getting his drums. Ken getting his drums because he said a few times that he used to play drums. Jessie J, playing bass, and I think Leah, there was mentioning that she played bass one time in her teen years, and possibly us forming a double trio, JC and the Monetizers. That would be interesting. Do
Yeah,
online do online jams like we did last year.
Yeah, but you know how hard it is in this community to get people together on the same time. And
Yeah, it's true there.
difficult.
That is true. Very true there. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the first time. I think first time I really went to Pine Knob was back in 1985 to see Iron Maiden and Accept there with my dad.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, Ark, your list, dude.
Okay, next guy had a couple of pretty big hits. Elvin Bishop Group.
Oh my goodness. And you know what's kind of funny? The guy who sang on Fooled Around and Fell in Love, he would later go on to become the singer for Jefferson Starship and later
Yep.
Starship, Mickey Thomas.
Yeah. And then they had another, wasn't as big a hit, but a song called Strutting My Stuff.
I believe that was the name of the album that song came from, I believe, yeah. Because they were you don't know how these YouTube videos often show the album, the name of the album and the cover there, where
Yeah.
that song originated from there.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have some rock news and stuff later on. I forgot to tell you, bro.
All right, go ahead, definitely.
Some good stuff.
All right, there.
Okay, the next one I got is a lesser Elvis Costello.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is a guy that pissed off the boys at Saturday Night Live. He was told not to
Yep.
play the song called Radio Radio, and they tried to go into another song. He said, "Ladies and gentlemen, the blah blah blah," and he went into that song. As a result, they
Now,
were
why
not banned.
was that?
Well, because I don't know. I guess the song "Radio Radio" was a derogatory song about the airwaves and stuff, and I guess the boys at Saturday Night Live, including Lauren Michaels, was not too keen on him doing that song because you are on a TV show here, blah blah, and all that bullshit there. But Elvis Costello, along with the new wave punk crowd at that time, not necessarily the new wave, but the punk crowd at that time was like, they had this massive defiant, when you think about it there, it's like, we stand up for what's right for us and this and that there. There was another incident where Rage Against the Machine, was a musical guest, and Steve Forbes, who was the son of Malcolm Forbes, the man behind Forbes magazine, the top 10 richest rock stars, the top 10 richest executives, the top 10 so-and-so, Mr. Corporate himself, or the white Steve Urkel, as many radio programmers often called him. The Rage Against the Machine had these upside-down flags on their amplifiers there. And I guess what happened was that the flags were removed, and I guess they went. Apparently, one of the members of the group there, took some of the flags that they found. They threw it at Steve Forbes' face. That's how very left wing the Rage were at that time there. So these guys were basically, these were anti-corporate, anti-government, anti-this, anti-that, blah, 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 and this and that, But that was the thing at that time, the 1990s was anti-establishment. And that's it. Yep.
Did you see Elvis Costello news I sent? That's from yesterday too.
Wow, I see. I'm looking at it right now here. Let me click on it here. And he's claiming that this singer plagiarized his music. I guess they're accusing this gal of ripping off his music, I guess.
Hmm.
But then again, that's no surprise nowadays. A lot of new artists often get compared to old artists. Look what the band Greta Van Fleet has been going through as of late when he came out, being compared to the new Led Zeppelin, such and such and such.
Yeah, but they've changed. Like if you listen to them now, I mean it's different. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
and
because it,
that's not even bad to be compared to Led Zeppelin. It's not. It's a
yeah.
good thing.
Well, it's
Uh,
kind of it's kind of ironic. I mentioned this before. The band Kingdom Come back in 1988 when they came out,
yeah.
they were called the new. Actually, they were called Kingdom Clone by members of Zeppelin themselves there. And there was a few shots thrown at David Coverdale and his band Whitesnake for the way Still the Night kind of like resembled the arrangements of Whole Lotta Love.
Hmm.
In
Not
fact,
really.
yeah, but Robert Plant did throw a few shots at David Coverdale around that time just as well, which, as you know, pissed off Coverdale a lot
And I'm
because they're the
personally,
same age.
if you're a YR fan in this community, you know that I am a big White Snake and David Coverdale guy.
Yeah, you
Person.
are definitely, yes.
Oh baby, you're
Yeah.
gonna give me love. You're gonna give me some loving every day. Gotta get away. Come on, Still the Night, all kinds of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, that song
Great.
was
One
bad.
of my favorite groups, brother. You know,
Do you have by chance the original version of Here I Go Again?
I've heard it because it comes on the. Doesn't it come on Pandora a lot?
Pandora a lot? Well, not the 90s, not the
You know what I'm saying?
87 version. I'm talking about the original version from 1982.
No, I never heard of it.
Oh, I heard it one time. I think it was on an album they put out called Saints and Sinners around that time. And it was, instead of like a drifter, I was born to roam alone. It was like a hobo. I was born to roam
Yes.
alone. That's how it was done back. They just changed that one lyric. That was about it. Definitely worth checking out. The original Here I Go Again, by the way. Hey. All right. So, and Ark and what? And who was next on your list? I know you mentioned Eddie Money, I guess.
Well, before, yeah. Next guys on my list we've brought up a couple of times, but we never really got into them much. Are England Dan and John Ford Coley.
Yeah, definitely there. Rest in peace, Dan Seals. He passed away from some. I think it was. I forgot what it was, but he passed away in 2009 there. So leaving John Ford Coley on his own, doing shows by himself there, I guess.
Yeah, and both these guys, if I'm not mistaken, were original members of a group called Southwest FOB from Texas.
Yeah, so they're Texas natives, by the way. I should say there. They later
Yeah.
moved to L.A. there when they broke big there. And
Yeah.
their last big hit was was "Love Is the Answer," which was originally
Yeah.
written by Todd Rundgren and done by his group Utopia.
Right.
Very powerful message in that song, by the way. There.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, they had two other hits. I'd really love to see you tonight.
Yep.
God, what was the other one?
I forgot. Dang gummit, I forgot that as well. But I think I'm the ones. It's coming to mind right now. I know that. Here.
Yeah, it'll probably show up later in the show. I'll just shout it
The
out,
song
and
is
everybody
called
go.
What?
Love Lasts a While, I believe.
Love lasts a while.
Yes.
I don't think that. I don't. Let me
You don't
look
know?
it up. I don't think I've heard of
You-
that one. That. Hmm. Let's see it here. Blah blah blah. Let me look up there's a list of songs here. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I love to see it tonight. Nights are forever. Love is the
Nights
answer.
are forever.
Yeah, there we go. That was the other one there. Yeah, sadly, I guess they called it quits after "Love Is the Answer" became a big hit there,
Yeah,
which is very,
yeah,
as I mentioned, a very powerful song there when you really listen to the lyrics. Makes a lot of sense, especially in today's environment.
yeah. Next one I got. I'm going to say they were a one-hit wonder, but they really weren't. They had one hit, rock, pop, whatever, and then they went country basically.
Hmm.
And that's a group called Exile.
I know it should. I when you mentioned that the description, I knew what you were talking about there, and who cannot forget that song, "Kiss You All Over"? That has to be the ultimate, ultimate getting horny as hell to bang your girlfriend or boyfriend song that there is out there.
And you want to get the longer version, not the single version.
Absolutely, there. The whole album version, by the way,
Yeah.
is that we're
I
talking about.
wanna walk
Still,
over
still played
and
on at
over again
nighttime's radio.
till the night closes in. Remember that one?
What is
Yep.
it?
Ah,
Yeah.
Where knows the song?
Yep. Great song, yo. If you when your girlfriend comes when you come home from a hard day of work and you see your girl or wife in lingerie almost sultry dancing to that song, boom. If
Yeah,
you're
it's
if
over at that point.
Yeah, absolutely all bets are off. That's right. All right. Next,
Five-man electrical band.
five-man electrical band. I think I've heard of them.
Signs.
Signs, signs
And the
everywhere,
sign
signs,
said,
which Tesla
yeah,
covered on their
yep.
one of their EPs, I guess.
But this was the original group with that song.
And I guess the idea is, like, all the signs telling us this, telling us that, and it's like,
Right.
oh, come on, it's like, I guess, but it makes a lot of sense, like, especially now with the signs like, you cannot come in without a mask. Now it's, if you have not had your vaccine, make sure you wear the mask and such and such and such, all that stuff there. And they're still out there, like don't stand on the grass, don't pee on the floor there, don't pee in the shower, flush the toilet when you're done using it, this and that there. No putting toilet paper down the
what?
toilet.
What do you? What is that? What do you?
Those are actual signs I saw, believe it or not.
What?
There's one about don't pee in the pool or something.
Yeah. Makes you
I'll
want
bet.
to.
Like, I don't want to. I don't want to sound stupid. Doesn't Tesla sing a song called "Signs"?
Yes,
Or no?
that's a cover. That's a cover version.
Okay,
That's a
I was
cover.
about to say.
We're talking about the group who originally did it.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Yep.
We don't have to get a fucking attitude with me, Brian.
I'm not. I'm
Jesus.
not getting
No,
attitude.
come on.
I know that.
No, but Tesla. I mean, Tesla. Do you think Tesla put that song on the map, or was it really the originators that made it?
Well, it was a pretty popular song when the five-man electrical band did it.
Yeah, and also became popular again when Tesla did it for their live release.
Yeah.
In fact,
And again, you want to find the longer version of that song by Five-Man Electrical Band if you wish to hear it.
yeah, it should be on YouTube somewhere, or if you could go to a used record shop and find the album itself there, where it's from.
Yeah, I actually used to have that album.
Yeah.
The next one I got, I can't even tell you what the song is off the top of my head because I forgot.
Oh.
But it's a group called Five Stair Steps.
I don't think I've heard of that group there.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
It's like a country band, rock band, country rock band,
No, it
or
was kind of like a. Ooh, I was trying to think of a way to describe them. Well, I got to see the song.
mm-hmm. All right,
Let me
all right.
find them in my little list here. Okay.
All right.
Well, okay.
You don't have it?
Oh, I know I have it. I have just about everything I ever even remotely liked.
Oh,
Remember, I told you once I had 300 or 400 MP3s,
yeah. Wow, man.
a thousand,
Wow.
300 or 400,000
Dang.
or something like that.
Wow,
Do
dude.
you do the iPod stuff or no? MP3.
Now we tried to play little snippets on one of the shows of songs
Yes.
and got hit with copyrights from countries. Well, in most cases, I'd never even heard of.
Yeah, country said I didn't think we'd be broadcasting in like Spain or parts of Germany there and those kind of countries there. This was a while back.
Yeah. They
But
did
then,
a song called "Ooh Ooh Child."
ooh, ooh, child.
Yeah, "Ooh Child." Things.
Um,
So they're a soul group.
I see, now I know what you're talking about. I've heard that song many times in the past. I think Hall and Oates even did that song some couple years back for a covers album they put out.
Think so.
You know what they
Okay.
and you know what they did that song Pure Justice when you think about it there.
Yeah. Next one I got. We might want to spend a little time on
Hmm.
"Free."
Oh my goodness.
And of
Paul
course, the
Rock
huge one there is "All Right Now."
and also the one before that Wishing Well, which Blackfoot covered on their one of their albums, believe it or not.
And did a pretty good job of it.
Absolutely. Now, we know the two members would later go on to form Bad Company, being drummer Simon Kirke and singer Paul Rogers. The other two members, Andy Fraser, would later have a brief solo career in the 80s, and Paul Kossoff would die years later after his band, Backstreet Crawler, would emerge. He died of a heroin overdose, unfortunately. And I guess, Paul Rogers has a few tales about him, trying to adjust the volume of his amplifier, but wasn't able to because he was so damn high.
Yeah.
In fact, speaking of Blackfoot, there, shout out to JCS Foot Rub in my chat here. I remember the Ark, you saw that video of me where I was coming home and that train was coming through. I just shouted out the first verse from Train by Blackfoot. I just had to do it, man. It just came to my mind.
They're the ones that did "Highway Song" too, right?
Yes, they did. That was bigger played on the radio around that time. This is around
That was a great
1979.
song.
Yeah. It was kind of like their version of Freebird when you really think about it there.
Yep.
Them and the Outlaws, High Tide and Greek Grass. They were kind of like they're trying to rearrange it to have their own little free bird when you think about it there.
Yeah. Every band was trying to do a Freebird type song.
Absolutely, especially around that genre.
And after that was a group called Gallery.
Gallery, as in painting gallery and stuff there.
Yeah, but the song was "It's So Nice to Be With You." I love all the things that you say and do, or
Oh,
something
I
like
think
that.
I think I heard that song be one
Oh,
time
you
before.
have. It was big.
Oh wow. Mm.
And the next one I got is a controversial guy. When I say the name, you're probably going to figure out what the problem is here, even though he had a pretty big song. Gary Glitter.
Oh my goodness gracious,
Uh,
dude.
we get into the story too because I only listen. I don't fully know. Like I've only heard about this guy was in an issue like on music shows and stuff, but he does the dun 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 hey
Yeah,
all song.
rock and roll.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Part One and Rock and Roll Part Two,
Yeah.
which back then used to be big on the which used to be big on the sports arena sports circuit there. They'll play that every time either a game gets off or in the middle of the game there where there's a little bit of so and
And
so.
it kind of disappeared when his
You know,
troubles
he like
started.
dressed it. What did he do? He wore women's panties or something. What was his
Mm,
scandal?
well,
Oh,
he
worse than
was a
that, it was.
he was a glam rocker in the 1970s, which about that time all the rock stars wore these platform boots, glittery kind of stuff there. And for
But I
the here,
believe wasn't he into foreign porn,
he was, he was in the no,
child porn?
he was a, oh, dude. He's currently in jail in the UK for about 16 years. And his real name is Paul Gadd. He was sentenced for attempted rape. And I don't believe this. I hate when they do this here. I was about to read the article, but they always have these things. Sign up, and you can't. There's no way to get out of it because you have to either sign in to read the rest of the article here and blah blah blah. And he was jailed in prison for about 16 years. Well, we got the Guardian, thank goodness here. Boy, he does not look like he used to. That's for damn sure. He's gray hair, beard, reverse mohawk, you name it. He said in the 70s he was found guilty with one count of attempted rape, one count of unlawful sexual intercourse with a girl under 13, had 4 counts of indecent assault. All 6 offenses were committed in the 70s and 80s. He got himself in trouble with the people with the authorities in Thailand for about the same thing. And believe it or not, wow, hard to believe, one of the judges even said, quote, I have read the victim impact statements of all 3 victims. It is clear in their different ways they are all profoundly affected by your abuse of them. And he was saying this to Glitter himself. You did all them real and lasting damage, and you did so for no other reason other than to obtain sexual gratification for yourself of a wholly improper kind. You know, as you know, he is
Bro,
now, as
I,
he's, yeah, go ahead.
I did not know it was that. I swear it was some type of like. Who am I? I'm getting someone confused. Someone went into like a movie theater and exposed himself. Like a
That was Paul.
sex.
That was Paul Rubens, the guy who played Pee Wee Herman. He was caught jerking off in
You
a
worm.
adult. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, and that was back in 1991. There, believe it or not.
Didn't George Michael do something similar?
No, he was trying to bone some dude in a restroom outside restroom.
Like a park restroom, right, Brown? Like a park,
It was a park
public park.
restroom. Yeah, which by the way is no. By the way, I guess it's a fence up there. It's a fence no matter what.
Yeah, yeah. We got us some real gems out there, don't we?
Absolutely, there are a bunch of losers out there trying to a bunch of losers trying to think to get some boy poon, going to a
I mean, let's be
restroom.
real. Let's be real. This community has, people like that in it as well.
And we all know the big one of all, who we haven't heard from a long time ago. But I think he was on your show not too long ago.
Who?
Bullfrog.
Oh shit! I was
I was surprised that they were. I was surprised after all the screaming and hollering you and Dave Rose and Junebug did at him at one point. Like
Yeah, but people are forgiving. You know,
yeah,
Bullfrog's
but
a great guy.
yeah,
My
but
husband.
here's the thing. Bullfrog needs to they needs to change up his needs to change his game plans a little bit there if he wants to remain in this community.
Yeah. Next
For
one I got, I don't think has anything going on with him or
hmm
his group or whatever.
uh-huh.
A band called George Baker Selection.
Mm.
Which features George Baker. George, I thought you said. Oh shit! I'm thinking of Ginger Baker. What the fuck is wrong with me?
The big song them was Little Green Bag.
Hmm. Interesting there. Kind of like a
Surely
back.
you've heard it.
I don't know if I have or not.
Pretty big.
No, interesting there. Green Bay.
Interesting song because it's kind of like, what the heck is that song about?
All right, let me look it up here. Green Bag. What's be
Little
a
green bag.
Little Green Bag by George Baker's selection there. I know it sounds like almost sounds like when I'm talking about green bag, I'm thinking about a bag of weed.
Hey, could it be? I suppose.
Have to see here, maybe maybe I'm gonna look up the Wikipedia since you got me in there. It's a '69 song written by Dutch musicians, George Baker and Jan Visser. It was recorded by the George Baker selection, and the track was released as a debut single on the Dutch label Nigram. And the B-side was a song called Pretty Little Dreamer there. And the original title was Little Green Back, in reference to the color of the U.S. dollar. However, the single was given the title there, Little Green Bag, which some took to believe, as I predicted it, a bag of marijuana. And the lyrics of the song added to the belief that it was about marijuana as well, since it describes similarity to confusion of trying to find a bag, which is a common thing marijuana smokers experience. Where's that bag of weed, man? I can't find it. I don't know. Maybe it's here, right? No, that's your bag of weed. I'm not trying to find my bag of weed. That kind of
Tony.
scenario.
Tony.
Tony? Yeah, because he smokes weed, I guess, right?
Yes.
Right. Is Tony available to come on the show, by the way?
Let me see. Let me check on him.
Yeah.
I think he had a death in the family recently.
Oh wow. Well, you could probably check to make sure he'll get him on the program. He'll be interested in the discussions that we're having here.
Well, he is a former musician, professional.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, he does. All right, so let's see if I could find the dude here. Tony from Revere. I don't. You could probably add him later on. You'll try to add him on if you wish. YR. Alright. And Ark, go ahead.
He left.
What? He left? He left?
Yeah, he's on the call. Look.
What the fuck? I'm gonna add him back to the. What the heck,
Yes.
dude? Let me see if I could add him back to the call. I don't know why. Maybe something went wrong with his Skype or something like that. All right, I'm calling him right now. Give it about a couple seconds here. He says he's unavailable. Huh. Something messed up with his, I don't know. What the fuck is going on here, dude? I don't know what's going on.
Maybe his power went off or something.
I don't know. Maybe it's the Skype lost connection with the Skype. I'll try again here. Let's see. I'll try this one more time here. It says he's available. Okay, I'll try this again one more time. Okay, I'm going to call him one more time and see if he responds this time here. And still says he's unavailable, so I don't know what the hell's going on here.
I think he did is either the computer shut down or the electricity went out or something. Because
I don't know.
that means that, or I mean.
Oh well.
Well, let's get into the news.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, there you are, dude.
I just suddenly lost power for no reason.
I told you, Brown. Told
Yeah.
you, Brown. The gap, you lost power or something. I was the first person to say that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Is it raining over there by chance, Ark?
No,
Oh,
just
because
did it.
Oh wow, because it happened many times when it rains or has a massive storm. Often the power goes out for a couple seconds here. It has happened at our workplace here.
Yeah, no, it just happened.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
no reason for it at all.
Oh, I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching all these movies 24/7, and I like, what happened to the power?
Yeah, yeah. No, it was really weird. I just all of a sudden I'm sitting there and boom, everything went out, and I'm
Oh
like,
wow.
what the heck?
I know. It's I know. It's one of those things. I guess that happens. I guess.
Yeah,
Uh,
I guess George Baker did it. Did you ever find it?
yes, I did. George Baker did. Yes, found out. I read a couple. And as we figured, it was about people referred to as a bag of marijuana. This little green bag that they were talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
It's like something Tony would say or whatever. Like he's trying to find some cannabis or you know. Did y'all did y'all see the I just forgot. Go ahead, my bad.
Hmm. Go ahead.
Okay, I had George Benson after that.
Oh my goodness, great guitar player there.
Yeah, and some pretty good songs.
And good songs. The track "Breezin" was the first I heard from him. He also had that one called "This Masquerade," which was recommended by one of my teachers at the school that I
I
used to
believe
go
that's an
to.
old Leon Russell song.
Yeah. We can't. My personal favorite from him is "Lady Love Me."
Mm.
And then you got Rainy Night in Georgia.
Yeah.
Wait, have you done a Leon Russell list yet?
No, and I might do that for the next show because I don't have one ready now.
Two for the next show, for as well.
Because Leon Russell was a great artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There, he's from the New Orleans area, right? I guess.
I believe so.
Yeah, because he's
What?
tied in
What?
with the I know he's tied in with the Cajun rock music scene there, along with Little Feat.
Yeah, yeah.
And back to
Nick,
George Benson, we also got to give him credit for giving the night. There was this band concert at my old high school back in Michigan, and it was one of the guest performers was George Benson, not the George Benson that we're speaking of here, but a saxophone player being George Benson.
huh,
And so, I remember there was a couple of young parents out there holding George Benson albums to hoping to be autographed, only to find out this ain't the George Benson we were expecting. Oh,
right.
dude, me and my dad went to that show there because he thought the same thing.
Yeah. And he also did a cover, I believe, of On Broadway.
Yes, he did. That was played a lot of times on the jazz stations, many times there.
Yeah. And after him, I've got uh, George Thorogood.
Oh my goodness. Oh, dude, the
Bubba.
first time I heard of him was in '79 with "Moving On Over." Big hit on the radio there.
Bad to the Bone.
Yeah, now that's the one that people always go for. That was one of the main songs. But they need to also look for further for "In the Nighttime," which came out the same
Yeah,
year, '79. Um, you also have to go for what's that one called "Who Do You Love?" His Bo Diddley cover. Great
right.
song there. Great cover, I should say.
Listen,
Yeah.
Brown, can you do the bubba bubba bubba
Bye.
part?
There you go.
Yeah,
Anyone could do it, man.
yeah. And somehow they didn't make my list, and I just happened to think of him.
Hmm.
Uh, Dr. John.
Oh
Mm.
wow.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like the whole family, like you can gather around, living room with the family, and see who can do the bubba 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 bang. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Family
Yeah.
deal.
And if I understand, Dr. John is also with the Cajun music scene, I guess, with the two
Well, that's
accent.
actually what brought him to my mind.
Mm. Oh wow. And so it's Little Feat, Leon Russell, and Dr. John. And Dr.
Yeah,
John was always the one who came up with these crazy get-ups before he get behind the piano there, if I'm correct.
yeah.
Mm.
Because he's in the right place, but at the wrong time.
Ah. And that's the thing to be in nowadays in rock and roll.
Yeah. And next bunch I got is Georgia Satellites.
Oh my goodness. I remember that song. Probably the biggest songs they ever had was Keep Your Hands to Yourself from '86 there. And
Yeah,
yeah, and that was and we all know the song. It's about a guy who's trying to get
Damn,
some
bro, they
lovey-dovey
had a
from
bunch
his
right,
what up?
Brown. They had a
who?
bunch right.
Well,
naming off.
they had a few songs, but the main one they always go for is, of course, the one we mentioned there.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep your hand to yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, I have one. I have one, but it'll probably be on your list.
Mhm.
Really. I have, the drinking song.
Mm,
You know what I'm talking about?
the drinking song. How does it go?
It's um, like in all the different kinds of drinks. I forgot. Like, you know what I'm talking about, Art?
No?
Here, I'll look.
Yeah, give us a little bit of description because there's so many drinking songs that are out there.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
for Thorogood though, I drink alone.
Oh yeah, that's another
And then
one that's played a lot.
one bourbon, one
Oh
scotch,
my
one beer.
goodness, that
Remember
was an old one. Yes, I remember the
that one?
whole. I remember that just as well, man.
Are those on your list, Art?
What's that? Oh, I didn't have a list for him.
We
I
were
thought we were for Thorogood.
Yeah, but I don't have a list for Thorogood.
we were just mentioning these artists by chance, so we take it from there.
And we're trying to think of songs they have done.
Yes, and a lot of good ones for the record there. Also, we can't
Yeah,
forget that no, 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 his version of that song there.
yeah,
I remember hearing that. I think that's also on the Bad to the Bone album.
probably so.
Yeah, because
I honestly don't know.
well,
Have y'all seen that movie Wild Hogs with
um,
Travolta and Tim Allen and Martin?
I remember hearing about it, but I never really seen. I don't really watch movies that
They had
much anymore.
a bunch of George good songs in it. I mean, especially the Bad and the Bone one for sure was on there.
Oh yeah,
But
wow.
that's classic song.
Oh yeah, interesting there. Cool.
Next one I got, we've kind of brought up a couple of times too. Jerry Rafferty,
Oh my
Oh,
goodness, I remember, guys. Got
Baker
he
Street.
Baker Street, the album City to City. I had that album. I had my
That
mom.
album is good.
It is absolutely the Ark, Baker Street, whatever is written in your heart. Right down the line. I first heard that album when I was in one of the schools that had the record player there with all these records there. Our teacher at the time brought in that record, and we were listening to it. It's like, wow, I got to get this record sometime. Hey, Ma, can you get this record for me for Christmas? Sure, son.
Yeah, and actually, City to City is a good song.
Yeah, the title cut. Maggie May. No, that's Rod Stewart. Maggie's song, I think, was called as well. What did I think of Maggie May?
I don't know.
I don't know. Probably because because of the same name, I guess.
Possibly. Next guy, I can't tell you off the top of my head what his song was, but he had at least one big song. Hello?
Hello? Yeah, I heard some in there, dude.
Was that YR?
yeah,
Uh,
y'all okay? Is everything okay?
everything's
Yeah.
okay, dude.
All right.
Gilbert O'Sullivan.
I heard of this guy. He recorded for this record label called MAM, M-A-M Records. And this was distributed by London Records, what I understand.
I believe so.
Because they distributed a lot of record labels at that time. They had Parrot Records for Tom Jones and Engelbert Humperdinck. They also had Decca Records back in England for a while. And also they also distributed Duran Records and where the Moody Blues once recorded for. And then, of course, Threshold Records, which was started by the Moody Blues later on.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
well, I kind of have to wait to go look to see what song it is. I have to kind of wait for my computer to finish booting. I got two computers, and the one that I'm using
Ah.
hasn't finished booting yet.
Oh, wow. Still booting up? Wow.
Well, I have a lot of things that I have coming up on this particular computer. I'm sure the song is no big deal,
Hmm.
but I thought it'd be nice for completeness to at least go find it.
Ah, nice.
Either that or someone with a computer that's working could look on Wikipedia for Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Tell you what, I can go. I will tell you what. I will go for that right now. Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Yes.
I will look it up
Listen,
right
the whole
now.
Gilbert Sullivan situation. Did he pass away or?
I honestly don't know.
Well,
He was a one or a two hit wonder in the 70s, but I can't remember the song
let me see here.
or songs.
Yeah. No, he's still around. He was born in 60. No, 1946 was the year he was born. He's an English singer and songwriter who achieved his most significant success during the 1970s. He's right now 74 years old. He had Alone Again, that was one of his big
Alone
ones.
Again, naturally, yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
Nothing Rhymed from 1971. Claire from 72.
Right.
And a few others there just as well.
The big one was Alone Again, naturally. I remember that one.
Yes, I remember. Which later got sampled by some rapper. I think it was Biz Markie not too long ago. I guess years back he sampled this song for his track there.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sampling, but then again,
Yeah.
Like, well, hold on a minute. Are you a fan, like with rap songs? You mean
I
you don't like the mix?
I don't really like rap.
Me too. I mean, you know,
Not much. The only rap I would ever listen to is one that would
like
educate.
I like to an extent, but I just don't like the hip hop rap culture. I don't like the culture that it's
There are
doing
one
to
or
the
two
children
songs,
of
I
America.
guess. Yeah, there are one or two songs out there that I kind of like that are, I guess, are considered rap songs. But by and large, I don't like rap.
Yeah. Especially
That
today's rap. It's usually that mumble rap stuff there. Which, by the way,
It's very malicious. You know, very malicious.
yeah,
well, there's that one song that I think it's Faith No More did. I kind of liked that one.
Epic.
Yeah,
Yeah, Epic with the rap lyric or with the rap verses there along with the chorus there.
yeah,
You want it all, but you can't have it. Would you
yeah. I
do
did
it
kind of like that
when
song.
you're singing my song? You're doing everything and you're doing it wrong. I'm gonna tell you if you and love is the source. And he did. Remember that, Bell Brown?
Absolutely.
That's it,
That
right?
was fucking that's it. It was fucking everywhere, man.
Yeah, that and I kind of like. Um, I'm not a big fan of Limp Bizkit,
Neither am I. I couldn't stand Limp Bizkit. I was
especially
still
their cover
oh my
on
god.
Behind Blue Eyes.
Oh
That
god.
song right
Oh
there
gosh.
turned me off of them completely.
Bleh. What did have you ever heard that version of Behind Blue Eyes YR?
They didn't even do the bridge. They just
Oh, by who was it?
Limp
Who was the
Bizkit's
newer band
cover
that did it?
Limp
Yes. It's
Bizkit's
horrible.
cover of oh gosh. Oh
Horrible.
gosh. That was terrible, dude. That was supposed to be for the soundtrack with the movie Gothica with Haley Berry, and it just made no sense. They just, oh gosh. If Pete Townsend, if you ever saw that, you'd be free to whack Fred Durst with the back of his head with your guitar, like you did with Abby Hoffman. You have our permission.
yeah. In fact, we'd help.
Oh yeah. We'll take all the guitars and whack that pud whack in the head there. And I was never, and I have to agree,
Yes.
I was never a big, I couldn't really get Limp Bizkit, let alone the name, because the rock.
Yeah,
I mean, like when I hear the name Limp Bizkit, I think of some guy whose pecker just went. "Phew." That's what it reminds me of there.
What?
That's what I thought Limp Bizkit
Well,
meant.
remember all the like that when that newer rock came out
The
in the
new metal,
2000s.
the new metal,
They had the
yeah.
remember all the different bands' names, like even some in the 90s, like
New metal
You
band. Yeah, like
Rage Against the
Deftones.
Machine, Nirvana, Pearl Jam. Those are all weird names even in the '90s. And then you go to 2000s.
Yeah,
You're
It's
right,
kind of, in a
Deftones,
way,
all that.
reminiscent of the weird names of the 60s.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Ark touched up on a lot of those bands, and also in the '70s just as well.
Yeah, every once in a while we run through a little spot where bands decide, you know what, I'm going to make a name that's weird.
Well,
That's
one of the
gonna.
best bands, remember me and Brown's old band, the Young and Brown Project. You
Yeah,
know, Young and
yeah,
Brown,
we did that. Yeah, for a while there.
internet band. That was an
Yeah,
internet
I would
band
play
during
from
the
my house, and Wire would sing along from his place there. It was
yes,
a guy. It was mostly Priest covers.
yes, Judas Priest.
And by the way, if I
We need to do
understand,
more though. We need to do more of that, Brown, but we need to do it like recorded to where it sounds better. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
Like we could
know it's
record our
like we got to
parts.
do that. And by the way, have you ever heard about this? KK Downey said that Judas Priest threatened to sue him because of the name
Well,
KK's Priest.
that was the news I was going to come out.
Yeah, I heard about.
The new, the Priest tour coming up. It's not going to be. It's still going to be Andy Sneap and obviously the other guitarist. What's his name?
Richie Faulkner. Yes.
Faulkner, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not because they keep putting on the tour like promotions that Glenn Tipton's on there, like his
Yep.
picture, and it's false advertising. It's not right. But they came out and in Halford on some podcast, he did pretty much confirm that it's still going to be the same lineup as his last go around. So unfortunately, I'm probably going to catch it still. I mean, you got to. It's going to be the 50th anniversary tour, so they're going to play all kinds of hits. Going to the Painkiller years, hopefully, and all of that. And then obviously KK's Priest. Go into that news because I do want to see KK's Priest live too.
Yeah, we got to check. That's definitely worth checking out here. KK Downing elaborated in his decision to call his group KK's Priest, which is a nod to his former group, Judas Priest. He's, of course, joined by Tim Ripper Owens, who used to sing with Judas Priest, guitarist AJ Mills for the band Hostile, bassist Tony Newton from Voodoo 6, and drummer Sean Elg, ELG, who used to play in Cage and the Death Riders. And apparently what it was is that he said in an interview, as transcribed by blabbermouth.net, quote unquote, I think a lot of fans will understand that I've been a priest since 1968. I've wanted to be a priest since that time. I traversed the road of evolution of the music as we know it today. I went from blues when I was young to a progressive blues to rock to hard rock to heavy metal. I've been on that journey, so I believe I have the right to continue as a priest. Not an actual priest, but you get what we're saying here. Because the other guys in Priest, now, I haven't met them. They're playing my songs, which is fine, which apparently is referring to his replacement, Richie Faulkner. But they have the right to be a priest, Judas said is. Then I have the right to be a priest, KK's. And I can't start something totally new. I can't sound like a new guitar player. I can't write like a new guitar player. So everything I do is going to be reminiscent of the past to the fans. That's why I decided to call the band KK's Priest. And I think it's absolutely fine. I really do. And in the face of KK's Priest, that will involve, and that will be the journey with us. There's so much yet to come. There's more videos, more songs coming away, and there's more albums to come as also. In fact, here's someone else here, sitting here. Their lawyers sent a letter to my record company making threats of legal action if I went forward with KK's Priest. But for the moment, nothing has happened. I think they made the threat but decided not to follow through with that. But they made the threat to try to stop me making the band. In fact, here's something else Downey revealed. He said a couple weeks after his walkout, Rob and his manager wrote him a letter and it was hoping that they can form a new group together. KK, Rob, and some other musicians, I guess a guitar player named Jeff Loomis, who used to play with Arch Enemy and Nevermore, was one of them. but he still has the emails. So he just ignored it. Now, of course, their album "Sermons of the Sinner" has been released this past August. There, it's on a label called Explorer One Music Group slash EX1 Records. There, somebody's texting me there. It's kind
Oh,
of yeah. You remember for a while it was going to be Vinnie Vincent. What did he use the name Vinnie Vincent's Kiss? Believe it or not.
mm.
Oh gosh, that was one of the biggest jokes ever, man.
Yo, have you seen that the Kiss documentary on Annie yet?
No,
Two
I was
parts.
at no, I wasn't. Was it around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. hour there? I guess when you saw
Oh
it.
yeah, it was recently. It
Yeah,
was. I
because
haven't even seen it. I haven't seen it yet
oh
because it
wow,
was
because
controlled by. Yeah.
usually I work about 10 or 11 in the evening there, so I haven't been able to check out any programs, let alone Foul Mouse or anything else there. Right.
Night shift guy.
Yeah, well, not necessarily. More like a late afternoon lately there. Night shift is when you start at 10 p.m. and get off at 6 a.m. And I did that for a couple of years back in Richmond, Michigan.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, very fun. Boring as hell. Had to plug my ears with earplugs because I got sick and tired of hearing the music over the loudspeaker over and over and over and over and over. Drove me nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm. Oh shit. So,
Okay.
anything else we doing right now?
Next guy I got's Glid Fry.
Oh yeah, rest in peace.
Mm,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I get Michigan native of his own there. Michigan's own, I should say there. I'm correct myself. He also released a couple of good solo records. The one you love was a real proper ballad to listen to, detailing a woman who is stuck between a person who loves her or the man that she loves who in the past hurt her before.
Didn't he also do The Heat Is On?
Yes, for the first Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack there.
Yeah,
That was a big hit just as well.
yeah.
He, and I guess he came up with a couple others like True Love that was came out years later afterwards.
Yeah. Next band I got is a Dutch band that's released a lot of records, mostly over there,
Hmm.
but every once in a while a song would make it over here.
Oh,
Speaking of Golden Earring,
oh my goodness. We know
Radar Love.
Radar Love, and we cannot forget Twilight Zone, which came out in '82 there.
And they actually had
Tremendous.
another. Go ahead.
Yeah, and interesting story about that song. For what I heard, that song was about a hitman who, after committing his task, finds he cannot live with himself
Wow.
with what he did there. So the details how feels like he's spiraling down this hole here, there, mentally and emotionally. Ridden by guilt is basically what the song is about. A man ridden with guilt after committing a heinous task there of murder.
Yeah, and they had another, I thought, a pretty big song off the same album as Radar Love. One called Are You Receiving Me,
Mm.
which is really a decent song.
Ah, nice. So definitely worth checking out there.
Oh, yeah. And I almost threw this toward the prog ends because they're pretty much prog.
Hmm.
And I figured, nah, I'll cover them now. What the heck?
Wow. Yeah, they do deserve a nod off there, and they're a nod of recognition there.
Yeah. And then I got Graham Nash.
Oh
He
yeah,
had a couple of solo albums.
man. Got to remember, CSNN did a lot of solo records on the side there. Stephen Stills, David Crosby, and Nash as well.
Yeah, and definitely Neil Young.
Yeah, he released some more so. He was one of the most solo of the solos there.
Yeah. The big I remember is Chicago.
Oh yeah, which of course we own the band Chicago.
Yeah, but that song was about the
Yes.
city.
You mean Ohio?
Mm. Yes, Ohio.
Yes.
Well, that was Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Oh, you mean
Graham Nash did a
And
song
me
called
and Young.
Chicago.
Chicago? I thought you were talking about the band Chicago. My bad.
Young Republican.
Hmm.
And they also did another one called Prisoner Song. It was pretty decent.
I see there.
Next guy I got, you may have heard of him, Greg Allman. He had a couple of solo albums.
Oh yeah. Yes, I remember.
He,
We all know the one that gets played a lot. I'm No Angel.
yeah, and he did a cover of his own song, Midnight Rider. Although
Okay.
I still prefer the Allman Brothers version.
Yeah. And he's no longer with us, unfortunately, just as well.
No,
Yeah, I think he died in the couple years back, I guess it was there. And let's not forget, he was briefly married to Cher, I guess about 24 hours.
well, it was a little longer than that. They had a child.
Yeah, that's true there. Elijah Blue, who was, we mentioned the last time, appeared in the her video of If I Could Turn Back Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one, I don't know for sure how many members are in this band because the name's kind of ambiguous.
Mm.
Hamilton, Joe, Frank, and Reynolds. So is
Mm.
that Hamilton, Joe, Frank, and Reynolds? Or is
Mm.
it Hamilton, Joe, Frank, and Reynolds?
Mm.
Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin.
Yeah, I think their hit was Don't Pull Your Love Out on Me, Baby.
Wow.
Oh my God. Yeah, I remember. Listen, I remember back. That song was on the radio, and I made love to the woman of my dreams. That song was great.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Great song.
All right. Okay, and what else?
Next one I got Henry Gross.
Oh my gosh, we know that his big song Shannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a song about a dog, wasn't it?
Yeah, let me look it up here. Let me look it up here. Let me mute this.
Oh my God, guys, don't be malicious. Come on, what are y'all doing right now?
Who?
Jesus Christ.
You know,
Who are you
Uh,
talking to?
who?
Oh my God.
Who us?
Why do we have to go there with the? Come on. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Apparently, this is something we know nothing about.
Very inappropriate, YouTube. Very inappropriate.
What's
What
going
was the
on?
name of the song and what was it about?
It was about
Shannon.
Shannon by Henry Gross, and it became an international hit, reaching number 6. I guess let me look it up here. What do we in the Billboard Top 100, number 5 on the Cashbox Top 100, and was a smaller hit in the UK and Australia, and it reached number 1 in Canada and New Zealand. And it was written about the death of Beach Boys drummer Beach Boys member Carl Wilson's Irish
Yeah, I was about
setter.
to say, like, why would y'all say it was about a dog? Who's?
It was.
It was. It was.
No, it's about the Beach Boys drummer.
No.
No, listen, let him
No,
finish.
no.
All right, my bad.
I made a mistake. It was the death of an Irish setter of the same name.
Oh God,
was-
that's a fucking big mistake, Brown. God.
I know. I
Where did the
realized.
Beach Boys drummer come in there? Where did that come from?
I don't know why. It's just
Oh,
so many
good God.
Wilsons. I know that was a mistake. So many. Well, you got to remember, there's so many Wilsons in that group, so it's hard to tell which one which. There.
Yeah, you had Carl, you had Dennis, you had Brian.
Yep. The same thing with the two Taylors and Duran now and then.
Yeah.
Or actually 3 Taylors: John, Roger, and Andy. And apparently, what it was, Gross visited Carl Wilson's home in L.A. and in conversation, he said he owned an Irish setter named Shannon, and replied that Wilson replied he also had an Irish setter named Shannon, but that was recently killed by a car. And that was about it. That's what the song's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next group I got is a group called Hot Butter. They did an instrumental called Popcorn.
Oh, I think I've heard that song. That was like a techno piece when you look at it there. One of the
Well,
first
sort of.
techno.
It was kind of like pop, 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 pop. I always thought Hot Butter should follow up with Baked Potato, but hey,
Mm.
that's me.
Yeah, but this was one of the many early electronic songs that were out there.
Yeah, yeah. And then the next one I got here is Hot Chocolate.
Oh my God, you sexy thing.
Everyone's a winner.
Yep.
And another big song they got, which is actually pretty good, is something called Emma, which is
Emma.
a story. Yeah, it's a story about a young girl that was going to be a star, and it never happened. So later on, she took her own life.
Oh wow. Sad there.
It's a hard song to listen to, but it is good.
And it kind of makes sense because so many people have these dreams of being a star, only to end up not making achieving that goal, and it kind of breaks their heart in a lot of ways. Kind of like
Yeah,
this. It's kind of like the that one lyric in "Do You Know the Way to San Jose?" I know the stars that never were are parking cars and pumping gas.
yeah,
I think Wendy Williams, the singer from the Plasmatics, took her own life because of that. She was working living a regular life, working at a zoo here and there, and she just can't handle the normal pace of an everyday job and stuff. She wanted to be back to where she was before, and couldn't, and just ended up taking her own life because of it.
yeah.
And what you know, Real Swuckers TV is calling here.
Okay, let me hurry up and do two more, and then we'll quit.
Okay, there.
Hugh Masekela.
Hugh Massiga. He's like a jazz musician, if I'm correct.
Yeah, but he did have a hit in the pop charts called "Grazing in the Grass."
Oh, nice. Interesting.
And then there's Hugo Montenegro.
Hugo. I think I heard of that as well.
He did a cover of a lot of the Man with No Name songs, like "Good, the Bad, the Ugly," "Fistful of
Oh
Dollars,"
my
and
goodness. Oh wow. The No Man with No Name trilogy.
yeah,
And that's the man who composed the Ecstasy of Gold piece there from that movie.
yeah. Well, he wasn't the composer; he covered it. The guy who did it, his name was Ennio Morricone,
Oh yeah, that's how his name is pronounced. The Ecstasy of Gold, as we know, is the theme music
which is
from
a great
Mattel.
song.
Absolutely, and the scene in that movie where that track is playing is phenomenal just as well. A cowboy
Yep.
running through a graveyard here and there for what reason there. And we also know it by heart as the opening music to all Metallica performances.
Yeah. Okay, and then the last one, and you can move on to
Minnesota
uh,
Vikings fan.
yeah, Hurricane Smith.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what the song was he did.
Mm. All right there.
Come on, computer. Oh, babe, what would you say?
Mm. All right. Interesting stuff
It
there.
was a minor hit. Okay, then we'll pick up at the eyes next time if you need to go to the other thing. YR might not join it then.
No, no, not no, because the YR and Minnesota Vikings fan do not see eye to eye there. A couple of times in the past, when I was on their show there, um, YR and I would call in and Vikings would be all over him. I said, "I'm out of here. I'll see you later, Brown." So okay, I guess YR is gone. I guess if I'm correct there. All right there. Hey, listen. Did you want to be added to the with the Minnesota Vikings show? By the way.
Phew, for a little while maybe.
Okay there. Okay. I'll get off the call here, and then I'll jump on to Real Spuck TV. Okay, right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that right now, and I'll add you in.
All right.
Right. Okay. Let's do this.
What up, Dr. Brown?
Hey, what's up, Minnesota? What's going on, dude?
What's up? What's up?
Silver Roll Hunter, I see you're here as well. What's happening, dude? What's happening?
Not much. Just got back from Colorado, you know. I had to come back. It's been a few months since I've been on here, really. It's been a while.
No. Yeah, we just got done with Arknolia and the Doctor a couple of minutes ago. We were running a little bit when you guys started their show there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to try add Arknolia to the show. He agreed to come on for a few minutes here, I guess. So what's going on? Everything going good? Did you see the video that I did earlier today?
Yeah, and I don't think you've been to a Judas Priest concert.
Actually, I have, believe it or not. Back in '86.
No! You weren't even old enough back then.
I was 20.
Damn. Well, I guess I'm wrong.
And we're not. I was talking about the Greenspoint Mall earlier today, as well as from last night. The thing about Bill Cosby being released from prison.
Yeah, well, what did he do? Suck off a pudding pop?
That's pretty crazy.
I know.
He probably paid his way out.
I'm
Well,
surprised he
hang
got.
on.
There he is.
What up, motherfuckers? This is episode 174 of Real Fuck TV with your host, Minnesota Vikings fan. What's going on, motherfuckers? What's up? And of course, we have in the house the one and only Minnesota Silver Roll Hunter.
Hey.
And we can
And
forget.
also on the show tonight, we have the one and only Dr. Earl Brown.
And Arknolia Strokelbean, he's here as well. Here, I brought him in for a while here.
And we got the Ark in here, the great Ark. Dr. Brown's great buddy that they do lots of music together.
Yeah.
But Silver Roll has a debate already with Dr. Brown. We'll get back into it right now.
Yeah, the
Go ahead,
debate.
Silver Roll.
Yeah. So
Well, actually, I had a debate with all you guys. What the fuck's been going on in the community lately? I haven't really been track. I haven't been watching Canada. I haven't been watching nobody.
Well, there's a lot of
World War
issues.
III. It's
With
YR got himself banned out, huh?
YR?
Hasn't he? Huh, Brown? Nobody wants nothing to do with him.
I don't know what the deal was. I know there was a couple of issues between him and Ken, but the main issue, of course, has been with Danny MT before that.
Well, that's been going on too.
Well, I thought YR and Ken were buddies.
Fuck no. Not no more.
Holy shit.
It's
a lot
over.
happens in a month or two, huh?
Ken don't like Tony. He don't like want nothing to do with YR. I told you guys about them scumbags. I told you about them fuckers, man. Huh, Brown?
What did he do? Talk shit about his wife again or something, or what?
Tony was.
Oh.
Tony was talking shit about Ken's wife. You heard that, right, Brown?
I heard about that. I didn't hear what he said, but
Yeah.
still, to talk about someone's wife, is not a good idea. And let's not forget, Tony put himself on the spot when he went back with Joe Cronin.
Well, that's another part of it too. He was over on a couple shows. That YR thought, that's partially what started it.
Yeah, and
And
also
then
that.
Danny was over on Gargot's stream threatening everybody.
Oh yeah, I
At the
heard
same
about that
time,
as
all this
well.
shit was
I
going
heard about
on.
that as
And
well. It's
then
like, what the hell?
Danny was on YR's stream though.
Yeah.
But Danny was on YR's stream yesterday.
Oh
Fucking
yeah.
nothing's really changed. It's all the same drama.
Yeah, but except that nobody wants nothing to do with YR and that.
Well,
bullshit.
not for a couple months, and then they'll be all buddy again.
Well, and then what? About 5 days ago, 6 days ago, Ken and Joe Cronin were on a call together.
Really? Or which program was it? Joe's or
It
Ken's?
was on
or
YR's.
Wow.
It was on YR's.
Well, that
shit.
happened. That has happened a couple of times. It even happened
just
on Mars
happened-
Mirror, so we got a couple
It
years
just
ago as
happened
well.
recently, though.
Oh,
you know what
wow.
I'm saying? Like I guess I would say that's when all of it all started. After that, then the Danny threats, and then a couple nights ago, YR went live when Ken was doing a show, and then they were talking shit about Ken, and they were talking shit about Nikki Nines. So fucking, and then after that, it was like Ken ended up doing like over a 3-hour show. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much after that. And Nikki Nines, he said if Ken does anything with YR, goes on his shit, he's gonna have a problem. He's gonna be saying something. So YR Oh, you know why? What? Too? When the same shit happened Tuesday night with Ken and all that, later on, YR called you fucking scunty.
Oh yeah, I heard. I mean, you messaged me about that.
So that's the missing detail to it all right there. And that's what finished it off. You know what I mean, Brown?
Yeah, I see
Fucking
there.
Skunt. I thought Skunton was like gone or something. He's back
Well,
again.
he's trying. Well,
Jeez.
there's some worm shit going on behind the scenes with them fucks.
Holy crap! Hey, you can fucking bow out for a month or two, and fucking shit's still, going on.
But a lot of shit is going on though, ain't it?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So Brown, you know that part, right? Did you
I
hear
see.
that?
I heard about that not too long ago as well. Yeah.
So just 2 nights ago, YR was talking to Fucker. You know?
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked, ain't it?
Because a message YR said he hasn't. And that was earlier today when I was at Greensport.
YR was on your show earlier today.
Yeah, the moment ago, me and Arknolia here.
What, he didn't mention none of it?
No, he didn't mention. We use it with
Yeah,
usually.
what a word. Dude, that fucker's a weasel and a half, man. That fucking weasel, dude. Are you kidding me?
But then again,
How
so
long
is
were you
Danny
guys
Antique.
on for? How long were you guys on for?
We were we started at 5 p.m. here Central, and we lasted at about I guess it was about
Hour and a half?
almost close to an hour and a half there.
And that motherfucking weasel dick didn't say nothing about nothing.
Okay. Well, I should have brought it up, but we are occupied with a lot of things here.
Wow. What a fucking bitch. I can't believe that. And then, too, another thing that YR's 2 little buddies, Chad and that motherfucking Yig, are over there whining to Ken that I'm doing shit to him because I'm a mod over there.
Yeah.
And I ain't doing shit. So I says, and I told him I wanted to see the screenshots, but there ain't no screenshots. But here's the thing. Them 2 fuckers are mods over on YR's chat. So there's a reason why. Trust me, dude. YR, is putting them up to the shit. I know that. It's just not no coincidence that both them guys are mods. Come on. You guys know what's up, right, Silver Roll?
Yeah, he's sucking his cock underneath the fucking desk.
Them 2 guys are like YR's little trolls. They're like his little minions,
Well, hey, you know what I was thinking? Let's twist shit around, man. Let's become buddies with YR. We'll really get the fuck community humming.
I could add him to the call right now if you like. To get
It's like everyone hates us anyway, so fuck it. Why not?
He fucked up this time.
Well, tell you what,
Why would he be calling? Why the fuck would he be calling Scott? That's what I want to know.
well, tell you what,
That's really
YR, if
honestly,
you're listening, I'm gonna add you to the call,
honestly,
dude.
that's my only question that I would have for the fucker. Why would you be calling that motherfucker in the middle of that shit? That's some fucking trash, and he knows it.
Okay, let's see how we can add this. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to add YR to the show here, get his take on all this, and see if we could get Tony from Revere on the program.
They probably won't come on. They're too good. They just like to go over and talk shit on their shit.
Because I think Tony Revere was in my chat here, such and such.
Tony from Joe's Rear.
Yeah.
Tony from Joe's Rear.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What? It makes sense, right, Brown?
Yep.
What is he a fucking what do you call it? A fucking
Cronin butt kisser.
what the fuck? Them things that grow bloody in your ass.
Hemorrhoid?
Yeah. Is he a hemorrhoid?
Yeah, he's a hemorrhoid. Tony is a hemorrhoid.
Because I remember YR fired Tony from being involved with Joe again.
What did you say about Tony?
I said Tony got fired by YR because he decided to go back with Joe.
This is what we think of you, Tony. Fucking piece of trash.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
And here's one for YR, too. Merry Christmas, fuckers.
Yeah, I don't even know why YR is in the community anyways. Why the hell is he in the community? He doesn't want to fucking build his channel. He just wants to talk shit. Fucking, why not just fucking do it not recording on YouTube? Why don't you just fucking just do it on Skype?
Well, he goes and he privates everything that he does. So then you can't see it. You notice that, Brown?
Huh.
You notice how it's always gone, disappeared?
Yeah, always on Scott. Yeah, definitely.
No, YR too. YR does that, dude. His streams always just disappear now.
Well, I know I think the last one he did was so far the only one he disappeared, but there were a couple others in the past. But mostly,
A lot of them have. A lot of them he just goes and hides them. Because he doesn't want other people recording them and shit. But they're still recording them. Trust me on that.
Yep.
You know that. Right?
Definitely we could probably touch up on right now the main thing I want to know is Danny MT. It's like as of late we always said whenever he's on the program. You remember that one time when I called in on YR's program when they had Ken, Nikki Nines, and Danny MT on there. They were talking to Danny, even Tommy as well. They were talking about Tommy, Danny MT. You notice a lot of times when he gets into a little verbal scuff, he always threatens to come after that person, find out where they live, and beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, I know he threatens everybody.
I know. I think he also went up on Nikki J when he called in on a pre-show to monetize this on one Saturday, if I remember. I think he also did the same to Tony just as well.
Yeah, he can't be doing that shit, man.
Yeah, and if I remember, from what I understand from Danny telling me, he is in trouble. Kind of like he may have some court dates coming up there. He said he may be facing jail time at that when we last spoke, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah,
I talked to him too once, and he's told me that.
Yeah. We should probably get Danny.
But he said it wasn't. He was just breaking up a fight.
Yeah, but then again, who can really tell? He may have joined in the fight. I wasn't there, so I don't know. And with the kind of leveled up attitude that Danny has been displaying lately, it makes you kind of wonder.
Well, if they fucking thought all you did was break up the fight, they wouldn't have charged you with fucking assault,
That's true.
right?
Think about that. You know, and another thing I also need
And
to say
thus,
about this is this.
he could have broke the fight up, and he beat the living dog shit out of one of them,
Maybe, who knows?
right? I
Maybe.
mean, why do you?
I've yet to meet the man in person, so I don't really know myself there. So this is all it's just speculation being
He's probably
thrown
like
at
a
me.
3-foot midget.
No, but I do know why he says that he doesn't want nobody to see his fights on YouTube.
Hmm. I'm surprised he had any fights on YouTube there.
Or not on YouTube, but he has pro fight. I mean, you could go on there and find him, but there's a reason why
I
he
tried
says
to.
he
He already
doesn't.
I know he has a channel, but there's nothing. There's no content. No
But you're
zilch
not
there.
gonna. There's a reason why
It's in private,
he
I
does
think.
he doesn't want him to be known who he really is because then there could be problems.
Hmm. Oh wow.
So if you've seen him, that's what he says. You know what I mean? But I heard he got doxxed anyway. So
Oh wow. Somebody told me about that just as well there.
yeah. So what does it really matter now? You might as well just say who he is, put his fight. Well, they probably can see who he is now. See, I didn't see that shit yet.
Hmm.
Imagine you could look him up now if you can find out that info. But I think it got put in YR's chat.
Oh wow.
Honestly,
Interesting.
I think.
Interesting.
I
Who
think.
knows?
I know what happened though. I know it happened like yesterday or something. Since all this shit happened, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. He's fucked.
Oh well. Well, then again, also think about this. You know, as you know, Ken brought this up at that one point when I joined in on the call there. Ken did mention that Danny is up and becoming friends with the people that Tommy had issues with before.
Right.
For instance, there was one time many months back, I guess it's before Dave Rose did that tribunal on him. Danny MT called me while he was a guest on Scott's channel one time.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Did you answer?
Yeah, I did answer. I didn't know that he was on Scott's channel at that time. It just said, Danny MT and such, calling, It usually does. My Skype usually does that. It usually just says one person. Then when you join the call, it usually goes to this person, that person listed on there.
Huh. I never heard about that.
It has but my Skype is kind of weirded out.
But you didn't know they were live or nothing.
No, I did not know at that time. I'm so surprised that Scott still has a channel today. I was very surprised that he would be on Scott's program.
Well, them scumbags hang out together, I guess.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, and that's when I was on that call when I didn't really pay attention to Scott. I was focused on my conversation with Danny because I didn't want to speak to Scott. That's for damn sure.
Well, why would you?
Except precisely there.
We know what he's about.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
all about the wiener.
He's all about the weed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shit. There's been a lot of shit going on, man.
Yeah. I know I've been hearing some of this stuff there as of late, but you always got to remember that I've been busy at my job here, working how many hours here, and the only time I may be able to check out who's streaming live or who's doing what on either YouTube or Twitch is we usually at my lunch.
On your lunch break?
Yes, precisely. Because I was told, when I was in the dairy cooler a couple times, I played some music on my phone, a couple of shows, and I was told not to do that no more.
You got in trouble?
Well, not necessarily, not really in trouble, but I was told not to do that no more because sometimes our shows like these often have curse words, and this is a family store that I'm working at, Kids, I have parents bring their kids here and there. And
Suppose you can't wear your headphones.
but then again, you have to. What you can't really wear headphones because you got to pay attention to who's calling you, either on the loudspeaker or who comes up and taps your shoulders. Earl, we need you for this and that. There, it's not really that cool.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you can't get away with that kind of shit.
No,
huh?
no, not necessarily. You have to have your ears and eyes open at all times, though, if you're needed something there, because you would look really embarrassing if you're called in, take care of a dairy delivery, and you're unable to because you can't hear because you're too busy blasting your jams in your earbuds.
Hmm. Yeah, I suppose you got to be paying attention, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. The same thing with a restaurant job or whichever job there. If they're going to have music playing, at least it's out in the open there so everybody else can enjoy, but also concentrate on what they're doing.
You can't have just one ear in, huh?
Yep, I don't think so either. I remember when you mentioned that to this one driver who did that.
You
And
just
he
had
was,
one headphone in?
yeah, it was an old Uber driver from a couple of years back there. When I was still working at the last place. So, Ark, so what do you think of this so far, what we were discussing?
I have no idea about any of that because I really don't follow it.
Oh, man.
Fuck it, right, Art?
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's kind of like, I got better things to do than fool with that.
Too much fucking drama.
Yeah, that's why I took some time off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And don't forget, Minnesota, we still got to do our drama show, Dirty Brown Eye Drama, sometime. I think it is this weekend, or I believe.
Yeah, one of these days we'll have to do it, yeah.
Well, we can.
Vikings fan, quit showing me your brown eye.
Yeah, nobody knows nothing about that yet.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows nothing about the Dirty Brown Eye drama.
Except me, I'm the one who mentioned about it a couple of times in a couple of my vlogs.
We gotta let it build up a little bit before we unveil it.
And I
quit
did.
winking that brown eye at me, okay?
And I also
Before
mentioned.
before we do the pilot episode, Brown, we gotta build it up, right?
Yeah, that's true there. But plus, you also got to remember that any drama that we're
Brown-eyed
speaking
girl.
of, that we're speaking of, is not drama within this community, but outside of it. Whether the entertainment and everything in society as well.
It could
Well,
be.
we
though.
can
It
include
could be-
some of it as well as the topics we're
It's
talking
not
about
gonna
here.
be. That's not going to be the whole fucking concept of the show, though.
No, it's going to be something else. So, one of the things what I talked about, as I mentioned earlier, Bill Cosby being released on prison.
I'm gonna make a pudding pop commercial.
You know what? I heard they said why? Because he's like blind and
Yes, he is. He's
fucked.
legally blind.
He's fucked. He's fucked anyway.
Yeah.
They're like he's gonna die, and they don't want him to die in jail. But I don't know about that.
Yeah. I know.
I think he bribed the right people. Don't you?
But how did he bribe him? Does he still have billions in the bank?
No, you're sucking on their pudding pop.
Probably
Oh,
told him
gosh.
to make him famous somehow. Give him some movie roles.
Here, man, if I
You know?
get out, I'll fucking drug you and I'll rape you.
No, but he probably made some deals. Probably getting movie roles or.
That's if he
Some
does
kind of
still movies. The
commercials
last movie role I remember was that Ghost Dad picture that was ages ago there.
Yeah. Well, they say he's fucked now. They're like, oh, you know,
He
you're never
is-
gonna see him in the spotlight. You're not gonna see him in a movie.
Oh, that's true, Leia. Yeah, the reputation he had as quote unquote America's favorite dad has
Yeah.
been forever
Yeah,
tarnished.
but look at OJ. OJ, he's blowing up on Twitter. I don't know, man.
And why
you
I
never
don't know. Why I don't know.
You know, that's maybe Bill Cosby could blow up on Twitter and then get some roles.
Hey, I think a fucking movie about Bill Cosby's life, about him drugging women and all that,
That
shit.
could be.
It'd be a pretty good movie.
Well,
Yeah.
if he'd allow that. You
know?
guys want to do a true story of me?
Yeah, but then again, they did.
The movie's a lot worse. Like, it's like 8,000 girls or something like that.
Oh gosh. Well,
They're like-
but then again,
they're
they made a movie about the sex scandal at Fox News. Look for the movie Bombshell with Margaret Robbie as one of the co-hosts.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. It is surprising because there was like nothing that was said. Oh, OJ might get out, or I mean, Bill Cosby might
Cosby,
get out,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden he just got out.
yeah. I
You
was
know,
surprised myself there about that. It's like, holy cow! It's like,
there wasn't no rumors of him getting out. You know what I mean?
there was no rumor. And of course, all the Cosby co-hosts are like Felicia Rashad. They're saying yes, the injustice that was done months ago has now been, he's we're glad to see him released here and there, here and there. But then again, Felicia Rashad or any of the Cosby co-hosts
Yeah.
of that show probably has never had to go through that what many of those women had to go
They
through.
they probably were like, "Man, let's do a reunion. Let's get the Cosby Show going again."
Yeah, yeah.
He's out,
But that's
dude.
it. But that's
Dude,
it.
dude.
That's
You know what though? You
what.
know what though? Fuck that shit. When I think of Bill Cosby, I'm sorry, but I think of him with the voice of Fat Albert.
Oh yeah.
I totally think about that, dude.
Hey,
Because he
come
would
on
be like,
over here and
Bill Cosby would be looking like a piece of
I'll
trash.
drug you and I'll fuck you in
Do
the
you
ass.
remember it when they showed him in the beginning of the
Yes,
show?
I remember the that show.
Bill Cosby would be looking like this old raggedy fucking piece of dirt looking motherfucker. And they would show him in the beginning talking or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked like he was like just trash. But yeah, I just always think of him as he's the voice of Fat Albert, man. And that was before he did shit, really. Honestly.
Hey, you
Well,
think when he fucking drugged and raped them women, do you think he played the Fat Albert
He
when he
could.
was fucking them?
He could.
Hey, here comes the fat dick on the way.
Well, he created that. You guys know that, right?
Yeah, he created those. Those were based on the real life friends he had as a kid in Philadelphia. There,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Old
that
Ware
was
Harold.
that,
On his earlier comedy albums, he spoke of people like he spoke of a Fat Albert. He spoke of his brother Russell. He spoke of an Old Weird Harold.
the guy could write good fucking comedy and
He
shit.
did.
You know?
I had those albums. I had
he
all those
always-
albums.
He always was real good at that. He was a real creative mind
He was.
with the
He
comedy.
was.
Well, yeah, bust a nut every night on a different woman. I mean, fuck,
But-
I'd be creative too.
But he was a sick fuck. But I
I
guess
know,
he
he
got,
had to-
what,
and
how long did he serve? Like 5 months?
I'm not
Something
too
like
sure.
that?
I
I don't
totally
even think he
forgot.
served a year. I don't think he even served a year.
Or they were close to, let alone close to a year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, didn't he get like 40 years or something?
It was about 8 to 10
25.
years. 8 to
I
10.
thought, was it?
Yes, it was 8 to 10, for I remember.
I thought it was like 25.
That's it for all the fucking rapage you
thought it
did?
was like
I guess it's
25.
it's what I remember hearing, reading in the on the net here.
I honestly think it was more.
I heard he's gonna die in
20
prison.
years. I
He
heard
wouldn't.
20 years.
Wow,
20 years.
damn.
That's what I heard.
But I guess the reason why I guess
Hey
since with
Google, how long is Fat Albert supposed to be in prison for? Hey Google. The fuck ain't working.
this,
Long time. He was supposed to be in for a long. He wasn't going to probably see the day of light.
oh wow, man.
He was probably going to leave in a body bag. And
Well, they figure you ain't no threat no more. You can't see the fucking what the bottle is, so you can't fucking rape women anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You may,
well,
if-
he
if
could
it
have
all-
somebody. He could have somebody do it for him, though.
No, I doubt if they're going to do that, but you're right.
What? He's sitting there watching.
Talk.
Rape that bitch for me. Thank you. Thank you. He's just sitting there like, yeah. I can see a little bit. Yeah.
Well, the
I
one
just
thing.
lied. I can see.
Yeah, I'm not
Well,
really
here's the thing I want to know is the man is married for how many years to his wife Camille? How in the world could Camille allow this to go on?
I guess he was a sneaky fucker.
I mean, it's still after finding all this out. I mean, this was apparently going on for how many years since the 1960s and 70s? How?
Well, she probably figured he was gonna die and she was gonna get his money.
Yeah, but I'm talking. Well, I'm speaking about around '97 when I first heard about it. Apparently, why wouldn't Camille, his wife, put their foot down and said, "Bill, you keep this up. We are done. I'm going to expose everything." You know,
Well,
usually a good woman would do that.
maybe back then he was brushing it up real good. Maybe he got careless, you know.
Maybe he was drugging his wife, but not fucking her, and then he'd go out and drug other people.
It makes you wonder why did he just get a divorce? Really?
Why did he have to
Right?
resort to that? That's my question. Like, what is
I
the
mean,
idea?
I'll just say it if that's what you're gonna do. Why just get a divorce?
Yeah,
It
precisely.
would make
I mean,
more
like,
sense. It would make more sense.
I mean, like, come
I don't-
on. I mean, can imagine the amount of hurt that Camille Cosby is feeling, has been feeling when he got convicted.
Well,
I mean,
she
when you
had
think
to-
about
she
it,
had to. She had to know something maybe sometime, but
I just think all the stinky dick she got over the years.
he'd come home after doing that.
And not even take showers, just fuck her when he
oh
gets home.
jeez,
Who
oh
knows?
jeez.
I guess you really don't know what went on at that part.
I'll
Who
put
knows
the
there?
pudding puff in my wife.
Obviously, he was just acting like nothing was going on, like it was a normal day. You know,
Yeah, it's absolutely.
like this is just normal shit. Like no
Now,
big
Ark,
deal.
we did it when we were doing our TV memory series. We spoke about Cosby. Why didn't he take care of this fetish? Did we not, man?
Yeah, we went over all of that.
Absolutely. And here's the thing: he knew he had this dark fetish, but here's the thing: Cosby wasn't not only just an entertainer; he was also an advocate for education. He encouraged most of the cast members, to go to college, learn the trade, learn this, and you'll be successful. The only one who
Well,
didn't do that was Lisa Bonet, who played Denise Huxtable.
yeah, he was a role model. You know what I mean? At one time,
Exactly.
he was a big time role model.
He
Man.
was. He got a PhD in something there, and he was also calling out all the street ghetto kids out there for quote unquote using the N word,
What was his
stealing cocoa.
PhD? Fuck chemistry?
I don't know. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I forgot it was.
Chemistry.
But he
That's
was
so
calling
cool.
out all
He's like
these.
in the class. Hey, I just want to know. What the hell can you drug a bitch with and fuck her and she won't know?
Anyways, well, the thing, he was not only he was a movie star, he was a TV star, a bigger TV star in the 80s, as we all know. He had the I
He
Spy.
a singer?
Yeah. No, not really a singer, but he had,
Oh,
no. He had all those
All right,
comedy
I'm a
albums.
pudding bomb.
no, he
Did
didn't. He did stand up though. Right?
Lots of stand up. A lot of those stand up shows got recorded for his albums. Like, I had all those. A lot of
he
those
was- he
albums.
was
Revenge,
touring.
Wonderfulness. I started out as a child. I had those records. I enjoyed those records. He had that,
That was
movie.
like I think after Fat Albert and all that shit, he started doing all that shit.
No, that was
Maybe
back in the
Wild Maybe-
60s.
So
No,
that was
those-
before Fat
I'm-
Albert.
But way
Okay.
before Fat Albert. This was when he was still the co-host of that show I Spy with Robert Culp. But he was and also he was the first black actor to be involved in a primetime network series at that time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's like the time when he's hanging out with Frank Sinatra and all them dudes.
Yep.
He was pretty fucking famous, man.
He was big, man. I mean, he was considered America's favorite dad, and air quotes there. He was like he was like the ultimate role model, and yet he had this
Well, it
twisted.
shows you how the devil can hide his true face.
That's true.
He pretty much he could do whatever he wanted, you know. He could
Yeah.
get any role. He could get any movie.
I mean, I don't know why he had to drug women. He could have just bought some real
It
high
don't
class
make-
hookers
It don't make sense.
or fucking
I
his
just don't. I
popularity.
don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it myself. I mean, like, come on. When you look at it, I mean, you had this twisted fetish. You had this sick fetish, which is disturbing as just hearing about it. You cringe at it, but yet you could have realized, hey, I'm a role model. I'm an icon. I'm an entertainment giant here. I got to do something about this. But he never did.
Yeah, I know.
If I
Yeah,
was in
he's
that,
like,
if
instead
I
of
was
one
in
a
that,
night, I'm gonna try two.
if I were to, if I was in that level, I would try. Oh shit! I got to do something about this. I got this vicious bad habit that's going to cost me everything in the future. There, and wouldn't you know,
Well, shit, if
boom.
I had his money, I'd buy an island and I'd have all the fucking loose horrors on it.
No,
I'd be fucking busting a nut every 5 minutes.
no. You're on the little Epstein Island, I guess, but they call it a Cos
Yeah,
Island or Fat Albert Island.
yeah. It'd be called fucking Silver Roll Island.
Hey, Brown, I'll be right back. I'm gonna have a smoke.
Yeah,
All right.
me too.
I'll be right back, bro.
All right, there. So glad you're here, Ark. We talked about this whole thing in there on one of our on our TV show discussions. There, it's like it's just it saddens for us, a man. For me, who was a big fan of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, a fan of his earlier work, even a fan of his movie himself, which was a comedy performance, which we all of us used to watch and love. This is like it was like a big. It's heartbreaking for us when you look at it.
It was a slap in the face, basically.
Yeah, it's a slap in the face to all of America who find. I mean, like we mentioned it before. There's no way in his shape or form he's going to get back into the entertainment circuit. He's going to have nothing. The only thing he's going to probably do is just sit in his living room of his place there. Probably have to be catered by his wife Camille because he's legally blind.
Right.
Which is surprising. I didn't find out until I guess at the time of his conviction that he was this in that position there. He's in his 80s now. He doesn't really get around that much no more. And yet, when I heard about this, earlier yesterday, I was like, I'm sure, there was to be all these, women who involved with him with the Me Too movement. They're going to be outraged at this, like, geez,
Yep.
we got the Free Britney situation going on. She's still under that conservatorship with her tyrant of a father. We have Kasha, the singer, who was going through legal issues with this record producer named Dr. Luke, who she accused of raping her. And but yet Bill Cosby, who did all that, who apparently took advantage of about 60 or 70 women throughout the decades he was in the entertainment world, he gets to get out after how many months?
Yeah. Doesn't seem fair, does it?
No, it isn't. So no doubt all the female feminist activists like Gloria Allred, she's going to be erased in hell. In fact, I think she made a statement regarding Bill Cosby being Gloria Allred. Let's see her. Let me see what she has to say here. Blah blah blah. What she has to say about now. Let's see what's going on here. This is from Fox News. I'm looking up it right now here. Bill Cosby's Gloria Allred, who represents the accusers who went after Bill Cosby, says that she will proceed with a civil suit against him. Now, the suit alleges that Cosby sexually abused the accuser as a child at the Playboy Mansion here. Now, here's what it says here. And once again, this is from Fox News. And I hate these little pop-ups that come up for no damn reason. Here it goes. Gloria Allred, the high-powered attorney representing 33 women who accused Bill Cosby of misconduct, says that she is proceeding with a new civil trial against the disgraced actor-entertainer in Los Angeles County. The 83-year-old Cosby served more than 2 years of a 3 to 10 years prison sentence in near Philadelphia, where he's from, after being convicted of aggravated indecent assault. He was released yesterday, Wednesday, after his conviction was overturned on technical grounds. In a press conference after Cosby's release, Allred, who also represents accusers in various other high-profile sexual misconduct suits, including Harvey Weinstein there. She was representing the actress Natasha Malty, who also stated that Weinstein took advantage of her. She has said that Cosby is not home free and stated that she will pursue a new civil suit against him. Now, in this lawsuit, Allred will represent one woman who alleges that she was a victim of sexual abuse by the Cosby Show star, and this took place at the Playboy Mansion in Southern California when she was a lot younger. Now, one of the accusers, Andrea Constant, she speaked out after his conviction is overturned. She said that all this was disappointing here. Now, the case has been stayed for trial until the conclusion of Cosby's criminal case, which took place Wednesday after the overturning. Excuse me. Let me get myself there. Allred will also hold a status conference with the Court of Santa Monica, California in August to inform the LA County Superior Court of the Pennsylvania Supreme Court's decision to overturn the conviction at that time. She said, quote unquote, "We do expect a date to be set for any further discovery for a trial of our case very soon by the court. And the new case will include a second deposition under oath of Cosby," she has also stated. Now, Cosby's TV wife, Felicia Rashad, as you know,
Right.
she says she backtracked her statement celebrating his release by saying, "I fully support the survivors." And she now says she feels a miscarriage of justice is corrected. Now, Felicia Rashad is backtracking an earlier statement in which she celebrated the shocking news that her longtime TV husband,
And Harris will begin.
shut up, has been overturned by Pennsylvania's highest court. She said, "I fully support survivors of sexual abuse coming forward. My post was in no way intended to be insensitive to their truth. Personally, I know from friends and family that such abuse has lifelong residual effects. My heartfelt wish is for healing."
Did this turn into the Arknolia and Dr show?
Well, it's for the time being until the Minnesotas come back, from their smoke break there.
I just wondered. It was kind of weird all of a sudden.
Now, they did this a couple of times with me in the past, so I had to look up on which news site to report on what's going on within the news here. And since we're subject of Bill Cosby, we figure we bring this subject up just as well. Now, she said, of course, Rashad stated yesterday that a miscarriage of justice is corrected. Was that you, dude?
What's what me?
Or what that noise that we heard? Probably.
I didn't hear noise, but
I did hear. Probably the Minnesota's back again. And now, let me also conclude here. Now, finally, a terrible wrong has been righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected. And that's what she tweeted out at that time.
wow.
And now she says, she supports survivors. Obviously, she had to retract that statement. All the survivors of sexual abuse probably came down hard on her for that.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, which makes a lot of sense there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is a shocking thing.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
Now,
anybody who
back in the day,
yes, go ahead.
I absolutely thought he was one of the funniest guys. I loved his albums,
Yep. So did I.
and it's just the whole thing's a shame. He should have never done that.
Yeah, we touched that up. I know we touched that up just as well, man. It was just wrong. It was just wrong. I mean, when you think about it, the man had a sexual fetish that was cringy as damn hell, and it should have been taken care of a long time ago. the man would have just said, "Hey, we need to look. We need to really. I need to do something about this. If I have a gambling addiction, I got to take care of that before it gets out of hand. We have all these mafia boys coming at me for debts I should pay back.
Right.
Or if I'm an alcoholic, I need to take care of that before I continue on because that's going to affect my career and my love life and family life just as well."
Absolutely.
All right. All right. I found that little tweet that Felicia Rashad. I'm on her Twitter page right now. I'm going to look for the replies or responses to her recent tweet. Here, now, let's see what we got here. It takes a while because of how dumb this computer is. I know one person that said, "I love you and I understand. Anyone that's up in arms is because they choose to be, because anyone with a brain understands what you meant if we just look for ourselves and not listen to someone else's opinion about the fact that we would understand." And another person named Brown Eyed Susan responded, "Dear Felicia, the fact that you celebrated the release of a rapist due to a technology has sealed your fate. You only regret the comment you made because you miscalculated the incoming shitstorm that took place as a result of your irresponsible words. See ya." Now, so there's going to be a lot of hateful and a lot of support, And another one says, "Yeah, you just celebrated a multiple rapist and sexual predator being set free on the Jesus Christ. You're making this even worse." Wow. Wow. So she kind of like put herself in a bad position when she applauded Cosby being released there. And now she's trying to come up and say, "Hey, I support survivors, this and that there." That's about the same as saying the N-word in a couple of interviews and saying, "Oh, I have black friends, I have Asian friends, and they all use that word just as well there." Nuh-uh. We don't buy it. That doesn't cut it. If you were friends with all the ethnic races out there, you wouldn't use any derogatory words like that. Bottom line.
No,
Absolutely. And it's just bother. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
The Minnesotas are back there. We're still talking about Felicia Rashad and what she tweeted out there. It's
That or
yeah.
oh, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, basically, people are going to start calling her now because the fact that she celebrated the Cosby's release, and some people are calling her out saying, you're supporting Cosby being released, blah. And now she's trying to cover that all up by saying, "I fully support survivors of sexual abuse, blah, blah,
Silver
blah."
Roll's getting out of here, guys, so
All
I want to
right.
thank the great Silver Roll for being on tonight.
Hey, yeah.
All right. Have a good one, Silver Roll Hunter.
Yeah, love you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, bro.
All right. And
Well, actually, I need to leave too.
Well, okay, so it'll be just us Minnesota for the time being, I guess.
Have fun.
All right, thanks, Art. Yeah,
Arknolia
talk later.
Soka Bean, everybody. Look for Arknolia and the Doctor on our channels there every Monday and Thursday there. And I guess it's just us for the time being right now.
Yeah, well, two of the other thing I saw is Ken's doing a Patreon in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, for all No Hard Feelings with Nick and Mars.
No,
I
he's
guess.
just doing a Can I Talk.
Oh, okay, there. Wow.
But then Nikki Nines and Mars are going live in about a half hour and 40 minutes.
Well, Redneck is in your chat, by the way. Hey, Redneck, you want to be added to the call? And it's been a while since we heard from you. I know you tried calling. I think you tried calling me one time there, I guess.
It's up to him if you want us to add you before we head out.
Yeah,
I mean, we're not heading out yet, but
let's see what we got here. Let's try get Let me try to get him on the call here.
If he wants to, I don't know what he's doing. He might be working.
Well, no, he may. I know he said he had a lot of work to do in the morning there when he came on to said hello in my chat there. Blah blah blah. Let me see if I can find this. There he is. Let's see if I can find him. I'm gonna try to add him to the call here. Let's see what we got.
All right.
Oh, and it was something. See what I got there. He should join in possibly. It's been a while since we heard from the guy as I stated there.
Boo boo.
Mm-hmm. If not, we'll probably just have to end the show, I guess.
Man, yeah.
Unless you
See
want
him.
to, unless you want to get somebody else on the show there.
He said something, but I didn't see what it was.
What in your chat there? Let me see here and what he says. Sure, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's calling him right now, I guess. So yeah, I guess you would like to be added onto the show there. Still calling here. I hate when it takes this damn long for them to pick up the damn phone or the Skype call there.
Skype.
Yeah, it drives me nuts. Have to wait and the wait and the wait and the wait. Blah 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 blah. I think we'll let Cosby this situation die for now. We all had to say what we had to say there. And of course, with the drama going
Yeah.
on with this community here, another thing I wanted to do for the drama show is like, wait a minute, he's unavailable. Let's see if you can add him to the show there.
Wonder why he's unavailable.
I don't know. I'm gonna go into your chat there and out here. I'm gonna write down there. I told him to call in there on your chat.
I'm calling him.
All right, good. See how he's doing there. It's been a while. As I was going to say, one of the things I wanted to do for our drama show is, focus on a couple situations. Well, mostly the drama I was looking to talk about is within society, in the social circuit. One of them I was wanting to discuss, I've seen this happen with many women in the past, the fear of being alone. That's why they hook up with all these abusive losers like they do.
The great redneck, ladies and gentlemen.
There he is.
Yeah,
Redneck,
right.
where you been, man?
Busy.
Busy with work. I know you contacted me. I think you'll send a couple messages on Skype saying, I think it was in my chat at one time doing my music stream there. And you said you've been busy with a lot of work here and there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just busy, and it just seems like a lot of times I don't get home till late, too.
Wow.
So,
Really, I don't get home till late neither. It's usually either 10 or 11 in the evening here.
and most of the time I'm pretty tired.
Wow. Oh, it's been a while since you've been on this program many times, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, you missed out on a lot of stuff going down within this community. That's for sure there.
I've been hearing bits and pieces here and there.
No, we got lots. They definitely got to look up, find all these programs that we were on and we were talking about, and definitely find out for yourself. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've done that with a few programs so far, but
Wow.
yeah, I've been hearing about the Scott deal, and then I can't remember the name right offhand. That the other guy's sitting there driving people through.
Who? Which one?
Danny.
Danny MT.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know, there's a few other things that all in reality I heard about already on radio or myself type deal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Wow.
all right. Slowly. Slowly catching up and doing, but
Well, you've been missing a lot.
Yeah, like we said, a lot's been going down here. A lot of
Too
crazy
much.
shit.
Too much.
Yeah, a lot too much. That's for sure. There.
yeah. Yeah, I believe it.
A lot of crazy.
Just,
We were talking about it in the beginning.
what's up?
Yeah,
We were talking about it in the beginning of the show.
yeah.
You heard us. You heard us, right?
Well, I just really got on when I said I just got on.
Mm.
Because
Yeah, it sounds like this. That's what's been going on, huh, Braun?
Absolutely. Open warfare everywhere you go.
in there.
At every corner.
Yeah, we're here. You didn't hear the gunfire?
Oh yeah, I did. I heard it all. The explosions, gunfiring.
That's pretty much sums up what's been going on lately. Right, Brown?
Absolutely, yes. The open warfare on everyone in this community here.
Redneck, you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that just as well.
I think he's on the Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it sounds like it's on a regular phone when you think about it there.
No, he's on Skype.
Yeah, I know he's on Skype, but as the way it's set up right now is where you can call on the phone here and there.
Mm.
Well,
Oh yeah, you got to pay extra though.
I see. I see there.
let me check here. What's going on too?
I think you're connected to the Wi-Fi or on your data.
I'm double checking here what's going on.
Oh, drums being bopped. No, drums being bopped. Bombs being dropped here and there, everywhere.
Lots of shit going on, huh, bro?
Absolutely, Mayor. A lot. I'm sure. When Ken does his Can We Talk show tonight, a lot of that stuff's going to be being brought up. That's for sure. There.
And what do we think of YR? Oh, here's what we think of YR and Danny from the rear and Tony. Suck that. Suck it. Right? Fuck them.
They.
Yeah, I am kind of curious what Ken's going to have going on.
Yeah, we're just seeing what
He's doing.
Go ahead, Redneck.
I was just saying he's doing a Patreon show.
Yeah, he is. I guess it's going to be his Can We Talk program.
Mm-hmm. I'll be listening to it.
All
but
right.
then Mars is going to come on too, though.
Yeah, is it
in
for
that half
sure?
hour.
Oh, wow. Dirty, is it going to come on for sure? Because I probably should call in on that show with whichever topic they're talking about.
Mars and Nikki Nines.
Yeah, and VP there, the other guy there.
I don't know if he's going to be in it because I didn't see him in the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. So let me check here the Mars Mirror channel, see if they got anything here. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Dirty Rotten Podcast. The VC Rises. There'll be about half hour.
Oops.
Oops, yeah.
Hey.
I meant this. Hang on. Hang on.
Mm.
Hang on. I meant this. Sorry. Hit the wrong button, guys. Sorry,
Ah.
my mistake. That was the button I meant to hit.
All right, that was what you meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
And then we got Ken coming up.
Yep, on Patreon, of course.
Oops.
It'd be good to have.
Oh, oops.
It'd be good
Ken
to
on
get.
the Patreon.
We could be. We
Ken
could.
on the Patreon. What problem?
Well, I was gonna say we could probably get. It would be cool to have Ken on the call right now for a couple of minutes. You know.
Oh, he might be getting ready. He's starting the show already, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Actually.
Oh, you could probably do it that one time where you called him or while he was doing his Patreon show, like one Friday night last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
All right. Well, we'll just.
I think.
What?
What again?
That was like a different type of Patreon show, though, too, that he did, that you guys did the show and went on Patreon, too. So, it wasn't like a regular Patreon that he does.
Mm.
So,
I will never run. These colors don't fucking run, bro.
Yeah, right.
Trust me. Keep threatening me. You guys keep putting out my number, my fucking address. You keep putting out my parents' names, my kids' school, talking about my wife. That's fine, man. It's all good. My wife put her name out there. She came on here. She's a big girl. She can handle it herself. And she definitely can handle it without a problem.
See?
There we
She
go.
doesn't compare herself to anybody.
He's kind of busy, though, right now, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I don't think we should call.
Yeah, that's true. He's probably got a lot of stuff, he'll have to address.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I know this program will be ended, our programs will be ended pretty soon there.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe we should end it. We can end it if you guys want.
If we want. Yeah, we got a couple things I'm going to do here. Get ready for tomorrow and such, for work and make lunch for tomorrow just as well there. Listen to Mars.
Right.
Probably call in on his show there.
Yeah, we got Mars and Ken and
Nikki Nines. All right.
All right, I want to thank the great Dr. Brown for being on tonight.
I want to thank Minnesota Vikings fan for being on my end just as well. And also
great
shout out to Arknolia Strokobean as well, YR, and everybody else. And Redneck as well.
Everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And you have a good one as well, Redneck.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Episode 174, motherfuckers, in the books, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. All right. And we are out of here.
All right.
Yep.